And then there was the famous Amos. There was some guy, Amos guy. He's like, we're calling him Famous Amos. And they're like, but Amos, you're not famous. And he's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Why do you have to ruin this for me?
Ironically, the cookies made him famous.
Yeah.
No one knows who the fuck he is.
I know Amos.
There's Amos and Andy is the only famous Amos.
Maybe that's Amos.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Amos from
the original name was Blackface Cookies. A lot of people don't know that the original Amos and Andy were white guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think people know that.
No, I've mentioned it to people before, and they're like, no, it was like, because on TV it was black people, but on radio it was, it was white guys.
And they tried to make it, those guys were so mad when they didn't get it on TV. They were like, what? Well, we'll do it in blackface.
Yeah.
Also, did you know that Al Jolson tried to be in Porgy and Bess?
Porgy and Bess?
Porgy and Bess.
Yeah?
And he tried to play it in blackface.
Well, Al Jolson probably died of like shoe polish cancer. He probably died of complications from blackface.
When they did the autopsy, they found 3 tons of shoe polish.
He's like
in
a fucking coal miner. The amount of fucking shoe polish was on that guy's face.
But no, Porgy and Bess was like about black people, and the jazz singer was about people in blackface.
I know,
yeah, that's right.
It's a different kind.
But that's hilarious that he was like, oh, I could just do it. He thought it was exactly the same.
Transferable skills.
It was awesome, man. He tried to. I remember listening to, I don't know, David Allen Greer was in the play, and
Is that the song Old Man Rivers from that?
I don't fucking know. I've never seen it, but
It's a good song.
Old Man River, he just keeps sucking. We went a different way, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
He just keeps sucking my dick.
It's about an old man that's lives by a river. and he
No, it's
sucks
a
people
river
off.
filled with old men.
Yeah.
They just come down from the Yukon.
Old Man River. That's where you go to suck and fuck.
Yeah.
After a nice day of prospecting.
What a cool time to be alive in the 1800s, where you're like, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go find gold.
My job is looking for gold all day.
Yeah, still nothing. How easy would it be to fuck off and be a piece of shit?
I think a lot of people did, though.
Yeah.
They just became like drunks.
Yeah. No, it was like one guy would find a thing, like you'd find like some massive load, and then you're just like, well, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
And then these like Indians would come by and they'd be like, what are you fucking doing? Yeah. They're like, yeah, this is going to be a town soon. So you better get out of here. We're going to turn this all into a town. It's going to be shiny
place.
stuff in the river.
Can we live in the town? No.
I found important rocks in the riverbed. You shirtless retard.
It's cool. The most popular word, like the way they said dude, was cocksucker. That's how people addressed you back then.
That's awesome.
I'm just basing this off of Deadwood.
That's how
that was the entire appeal of Deadwood. That was people were like, did you know they use bad words? In
Yeah, they say cusses.
Well, nobody
They
actually
say
talked like
swears.
that. They had to invent like a style of speaking. That's why Deadwood's so impressive.
Literally, the main
Wait, no one
character's
talks like
name
that?
is Swearingen.
Yeah. No one talked like that back then. What they would use to like blaspheme was use like say shit like zounds or fucking like
What?
Yeah, they would blaspheme. That was cursing. Nobody said like fucking shit back then.
So they said,
Yeah, or
I'm pretty
cocksucker.
sure they said cocksucker.
No, they didn't.
sounds?
Yeah. They said
Like
they,
Scooby Doo.
Yeah, they used a lot of like
they
they used a lot of Latinate speech and a lot of like
Dag nabbit? Did they say dag
Dag
nabbit?
nabbit and that kind of shit. Yeah.
Said like bitch and cur and things like. I mean, like they probably said different things for dog. And,
Yeah.
Slut.
So how Yosemite Sam talks?
Yeah. But less N words.
Dude, have you ever seen ever watched all those racist Disney?
Of course.
Yeah.
So good,
Repeatedly.
dude.
They're still on, the Looney Tunes stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were still on when I was like really little on
crazy.
like the local
Yeah.
stations.
it was Looney Tunes, wasn't it? More than
Coal Black and DeSeben Dwarves.
Yeah, that one.
That one's the fucking best of all of them. When she fucking calls Murder Incorporated
Yeah.
And the queen, like the evil queen or whatever, she's like, "Hello, Murder Incorporated," which is objectively very funny.
It is really funny.
I mean,
unfortunately,
they had it nailed down back in the 40s.
It's very, very.
Yeah, have you ever
racist.
seen like Japanese cartoons depictions of black people?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it's really shocking.
Well,
Really?
they dig on Japs a lot in those old.
They do, yeah.
Because in that one, she calls Murder Incorporated, and then the truck like comes by, and on the back it says, "We kill anybody, $100. Midgets half price, Japs free."
Damn.
Midgets Half Price is so good.
Yeah,
That is a good joke.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the animation's good too.
Damn.
The prince drives like some fucking like big Duesenberg or whatever, and then the wheels of the car are just like shoes with like spats.
Oh man.
They're like cool, like gators
Rich
or whatever.
guy
Yeah,
shoes.
and his teeth are dice.
Oh man, that is
Yeah.
so racist.
Hickory dickory dock.
No, the most racist of all of them is that Betty Boop cartoon.
I haven't seen that
The
one.
Betty Boop cartoon where she's like putting on a talent show, and she's like, "Okay, we have talents or the future stars of tomorrow." That's what it's called. And then so she's like, "Give it up for," and then it's like a Russian baby, and it's doing the ethnic Russian dance
the
or whatever.
babushka dance stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's a Chinese baby, and it's like, "Bing gong ding ding ding," like that, the racist. And they're like, "And our last act, the colorful three."
Oh
and it's,
no.
yeah, 3 like pickaninnies, and they're chained together by the diaper with one big diaper pin.
No.
So they're in like a chain gang, and they're singing a song, but the song is just them crying, and they're like hotty 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 ha, and they cry.
Oh
And then
no.
yeah, and then it cuts to the audience, and there's fucking the mom of them with another baby on the lap, and the baby's spitting watermelon seeds at the white guy's head. In the row in front of him. And he's like, "Ah!"
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude. Jesus
Wow.
Christ, this is a.
Yeah, and then Betty Boop's like, "Yeah, thanks."
Wasn't that great?
Yeah. I mean, it was like, what's the threshold for people to be like, "Man, that's kind of racist"? Back then,
yeah,
know?
yeah.
like how fucking far would they have to go
Right.
before somebody's like, "No, it's just gentle racial ribbing"?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, was the concept of racism even did
Yeah,
it
of
exist?
course. No, they had a concept of racism. Like, there's people knew
Well, black
slavery was
people did.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
They knew.
Did all people know slavery was wrong?
Yeah, not
Some
all
people
people,
did.
but there was plenty of people that were fucking abolitionists and
Right,
opposed to
right,
the
right.
idea
Right.
that, like,
Well, there were
really
a lot of abolitionists that were racist too.
Sure,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people that aren't racist now
I think you
that are
get
racist.
credit for
Sure.
being ahead of the curve. Like if you
Yeah.
were from the South and an abolitionist,
Yeah.
just still being racist, it's like, well, you get some points.
Yeah.
Like, well, they shouldn't be owned. Like,
Right.
Well, there was like a thing about Lincoln, which whatever, that was like, he did enjoy his occasional color joke. It was like, well,
Yeah,
I-
he's just
yeah.
Well,
I
Lincoln
mean,
tried to.
also-
Lincoln loved blackface, and that's he tried to bring it to Cape Town, and he like brought some. He like
South Africa?
Yeah, he
Really?
went to South Africa and like brought some like blackface performance there. He's like, "Oh, they'll get a kick out of this," and they were like, "This is fucking awful."
in Cape
how
Town.
long? How long did it take to get to Cape Town?
Back then,
Yeah.
well, it was
Forever.
a slave-powered ship, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I vaguely remember this bit of trivia. I'm probably completely incorrect.
That's my.
It might have been
that's-
Roosevelt or something.
yeah, that
Man, Teddy
doesn't
Roosevelt.
sound right.
There's a hot person from history, young Teddy.
Young Teddy? No, young
Young
Teddy
Ted.
was sickly, dude, as a baby.
I don't mean he was
I
a
don't wanna
hot
fuck a
baby.
baby.
He was a broad-shouldered
I'm
young
not
man.
used, Tom
Yeah.
Rose.
No, I want my son not to be gay. I don't want to fuck him.
Dude, Teddy Roosevelt's such a badass.